Hello, this is the National Urban Dance Committee Seminar for Fundraising. I am R. Michelle from Toledo, Ohio. I would like to introduce you to our first seminar/workshop for dance teams. Now, everybody's wondering who we are. We are a committee that focuses on helping dance teams throughout the world, whether they need help with fundraising, getting volunteers, getting other things as donations. There are markets who would like to help. So let's start off with our major key points. Our major key points is key partners. So you need to figure out who will be able to help your dance team. You need to know what kind of dance you offer. They need to know, what does your dance team need? A lot of times when people see your advertisement, they don't really know what you offer as a dance team. You need to let them know everything. And then you need to decide what companies you could partner with to help your dance team. So let's say, for example, you are focusing on African dance, or there are African partners in your community, as in their potential organization. What do they offer? How can they help your dance team? These are the things that you would think of. And how often does your dance team run a campaign as a fundraiser? A lot of times you'd be surprised that a lot of dance teams or organizations or even individuals, they get money from campaigns. And I've seen one where a guy was going to Harvard and he raised enough to cover that first year. So I would say, wow, just off of sharing it and people supporting exactly what it is. But they want to have the most information they can to go forward. So how often do you have local fundraisers? Local fundraisers are a big fact because, people around your area, they support different organizations, and it's about the kids. So when they see that, they want to know more information. And I will definitely continue to have local fundraisers planned out, get all the people involved that's a part of your dance team. Do you have catalog fundraisers? So everybody's like, what is a catalog fundraiser? So a catalog fundraiser is, people sell popcorn, chocolate, different things like that. So you want to know these things. You want to have these type of fundraisers a lot, especially if you're in the schools. You want to have these type of fundraisers. Does your team have a customized catalog for items you sell, like shirts, hats, dancewear? That I can say the National Urban Dance Team has a connection where they help organizations with that. So if you want more information on that, definitely visit our website when this is over. Okay, so there is a list of the top fundraisers that you should try and other ways to attract your dance team. All right, so the first one is Mom Spa Days. I see that a lot throughout the Michigan area. I'm not sure of any other area at this moment, but they have a lot of those going on. And that sounds fun to me. Theme silent auctions. So theme silent auctions, there is a couple different organizations who helps, and they give you all the things you need to run that silent auction. The National Urban Dance Committee has that partner as well. And we're getting ready to have one here in April. Parent night. Parent night. So do you have an event to bring the parents in to let them know what you offer? I feel like that's the biggest one, because you have new parents who would like to have their child in something that's fun and exciting and gives them something to do. But if they don't know that you're around and they don't have too much information regarding what you offer, they might not be able to say that they know or was aware of what you do. Card magnets, stickers. Let people know who you are when you pull up, anywhere you go, because somebody might ask you off the bat, like, okay, who is this? What do you offer? Are you the director? Are you the owner? All right. Old school dance-a-thons. So I've seen this happen a lot, and I feel like a lot of the parents would appreciate dance-a-thons, and a lot of the students might feel like, wow, that's fun. I could dance all night, and you have something like that happen. So I feel like that will be able to help as well. Multi-family yard sale. So a multi-family yard sale is, let's say you got the dance team and the parents, you tell them whatever they would like to get rid of, or different companies you partner with, anything they would like to get rid of, you want to sell it in the sale, and then you raise money like that as well. Especially in the spring and the summertime, people love to come out to yard sales. They love to see what they can get for a lower price. Okay, so one of the biggest key points that we're going to talk about today is customer relationships. So, are your parents involved with the organization? Is your organization involved with the families? Is the parents involved with volunteering in all fundraisers? Is there a required form for the students and the parents? So, when we first started out as a dance team, because that's how I got into this, I would have a form that told the parents they have to participate in fundraising or volunteering, because if they're on our end, we didn't ask the parents to put in that much money. So we asked them to volunteer their time, because that was more valuable than money could be at that point. So here are some more steps. This is value propositions, and I'm sure a lot of you probably are like, what are value propositions? I suggest you look up the definition when you leave or not, and we'll have that, all this information we'll have on our website once this is over. So here are some steps for value proposition. Figure out the why. Why did you start this dance team? Why is this important to you? Why is this important to your family? Why did you do this? Really understand what you do. So understand that, you are something for the community. You support the youth in dance. People need to understand really what you do, but you have to understand first. Clearly define your target audience. So your target audience is the first thing that people are going to look at. Okay, who is she targeting? So if you're targeting kids 5 through 17, if you're targeting parents, but your main goal is to get the youth involved, these are your targets. Okay, how will you be able to reach these targets is what you need to ask as well. Determine the how. So how can I reach these parents? How can I reach these kids? Where do kids go? Where do they like to go for fun besides your organization? Where do they hang out? These are the proper things I would ask as far as a dance team. Use proof. So people really sometimes don't want to get involved unless they have proof. This is what you do. So if you are a dance team and you have 50 students, show people the proof of what you've done and everything else. Whether it be paper, whether it be video on your website, people want to see the proof. I can't express that enough. Create it. So create it is obviously you create a dance team, you create a plan to move forward with your dance team. You create other ideas to go along with dance. Simply create it. Take the time and actually put a vision on more than just dance, because you might get a better turnout that way. Test it. So test it is, people want to see you move forward with what you're doing. Test it. See if it works. Whatever you create, whatever ways you feel like will be able to help you, test it and see if it works. Test to see if it didn't work. So that way you know how to go back and figure out another way to reach out to the audience. Revisit it. So revisit it. We just talked about that. So revisit it is, basically let's say you had a dance team and it didn't really work out how you thought it would the first time. Revisit it. See what you didn't do at first, and then move forward on what you could do to be more successful with the dance team. So, one of the things we don't like to talk about, and we should talk about it because it's the most important, is cost structure. So, cost structure, starting with the dance team, it takes a lot of planning and careful execution. So, the first things I will focus on is gauge interest. You want to gauge interest. This includes dancers, prospective clients, potential sponsors, possible team leadership. It takes everybody as a team to engage the interest. Have the kids go and tell others, like, yes, I'm in a great dance team and I would think that you would want to be a part of it. The other teachers, yes, I'm a part of a great organization and, I want to get the word out, and I would like to put it on the radio. And so know where to look to help your target audience find you. Know where to look to find these other individuals who might be interested in joining your dance team. Participate in dance competitions. There are many dance competitions going on. They post it on Facebook, social media, YouTube, different websites. Definitely get your team involved in other dance competitions. Give them that volunteer spirit. Give them the experience that they need to move forward. I would definitely be a part of other dance competitions. The first competition might be a little rough, but the next competition they might be more prepared and they get to actually see what they're up against. Because kids, when they're part of a dance team, a lot of times they're just now starting out, so they're not aware of really what they're expected to be a part of once they get in that competition. So, perform for hire. There used to be artists who would sing and have a bucket out and ask for donations. They might still do it, especially like in California or Georgia or other states like that, Florida. Just start dancing. People will view it and they say, wow, and they might, record you and put you on Instagram. You never know what'll happen. So as far as doing it, actually get the dance team to perform. Volunteer at local organizations. Definitely that will help your dance team. Others will start to see that you need help. You're willing to help others. I think that's a big factor, is that, we have to be able to say that we're willing to help others to get the word out there, to get the community support. I definitely think that would help. Hold recitals. So every year, I know of a dance team, great dance team here in Toledo. They hold a recital and they have it just once a year, and they practice for it, and they just go all out, and they have a beautiful recital every year. And so that's one thing I know people want to see you start hosting events for your dance team that might be more supportive. Okay, so here's one of the issues I know we hate talking about. Creating a budget. You have to know how much you're willing to spend or how much you need to spend. That is a major problem that might be around here, especially with just other organizations in itself, is creating a budget. You have to be able to know how much you need to spend out. When you go and look for sponsorships, they want to know, what do you need, everything. You might need team uniforms. You might need recital wear. You have to build a website. Have a fundraising plan. A fundraising plan will save you time, will save you money. There's been times where when we first started out, we spent more money than we brought in. Our fundraising plan wasn't the best. But I try to make sure to have a plan at least to back me up. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Something that's for 2019, I think everyone should have. Not just a dance team, everyone. If you got 3 plans, 4 plans, something don't go your way, you got another option. Okay? And the main, the top 5 things that's needed, I feel, when your dance team is a director. The main thing is having a director. Somebody who is working on their professionalism, somebody who loves to work with the kids, somebody who knows how to handle the business, because it's not easy. It definitely takes a lot of work. So a director that's good-hearted and is ready to go. An administrative assistant. There becomes a lot of paperwork. You might offer 5 programs. So one dance team, you might need somebody to help get an administrative assistant. I'm sure they will definitely be able to handle all the paperwork that needs to be taken care of. If not, you guys definitely should be working together. An event organizer. So an event organizer will put all your events together, have it all planned out, get the location. It's so much easier. If you already created a budget, that should go directly to the event planner, depending on what type of events you would like to have. Marketing lead. So there is so many ways you can market your dance team. Locally, with they have something called blips. They have different flyers you can put out. You can put them out anywhere mostly. They have where you can promote your website. They have social media. They have radio. They got video. It's so many ways to get the message out. To not really say that you have to depend on the students to get the word out, but there's so many ways to get that word out. And lastly is the digital media coordinator. The digital media coordinator will be the one who kind of puts everything in order as far as the digital, the photography, the video time. That stuff takes a lot, and only one person cannot handle that. Okay, so I have a question. Do you guys have a channel? You guys have your own channel? Do you have an app? Do you use your app? What Pacific do you have a Pacific channel? What kind of channel is that? Do you have different videos? What do you offer? Is there something showing the team? You know, how many people are on the team or what they dance like? Is there a director insight? The people want to see who started the dance team. They don't want to just see a flyer going around and not know who the people are. So I will have something talking about the director. And also, the team needs having a video that talks about the organization. Have some of the students tell others why they love your dance team, why they love your organization, what brought them here. Let people see that, because that'll help bring them in as well. And also, I feel like it's important to be a part of other events as well. Get the name out, get a vendor table, things of that nature. Well, we really do thank you for joining us for this seminar today. Again, this is the National Urban Dance Committee. We are looking for dance teams who are interested in being part of the Save the Music tour this summer. We are visiting 6 states: Ohio, Michigan, Georgia, Florida, Indiana, Chicago. We getting out of here. We got to go. So I will hope that everybody who enjoyed this seminar, the next few seminars that will be happening, it probably won't be free, but it won't be too inconvenient. It'll be low enough for the dance teams to be be a part of it. So I hope you guys join us then. And then also NUDC is looking for 50 dance teams. We're looking to help 50 dance teams for 2019, and we're going to start promoting that, and hopefully we'll be able to say we've helped 50 dance teams by August 2019, whether it be for fundraising, whether it be for events, whether it be for donations, whether it be for templates, websites, photography, you name it. Go to www.nudcglobal.com. Again, thank you for joining our seminar. My name is R. Michelle. I hope you have a great day.